Hello, everybody. It's the coach welcoming you to Madden Ultimate Team. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On tap is what should be a pretty good matchup between the New York Jets.
Here come the Jets now as they get set to go on first down.
Tight ends left. Hey, guys, check me out.
Now set. Ready, hut.
Stand up over there.
Ready, hut. Down to go.
McCown now on first down. Dumps off to Powell. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll make this a second down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Brought in by Walford, right side. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on first is McCown. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Ryan Shazier in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
Another loss. Another day.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Stork, Hall of Famer Ted Hendricks, in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Ryan Shazier in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So instead of the incredibly obvious choice of trying to punt it out near midfield, now they left their defense with no margin for error.
No, 0. And I don't care how much confidence you have in your defense. I don't care if you say, hey, I'm going to be aggressive because those guys can pick me up. You've really put them in an impossible situation because at the least, you're giving up 3 in that situation, right? So I would have punted the ball out of there and given them a little bit of a cushion.
Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, it would likely put an end to this thing.
Ready.
Bree's going to sneak it. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the sneak, not what he was hoping for, and it's 3rd down.
Yeah, partner, they went a little conservative, didn't they? And they ended up marking it short. And now
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
To throw, it's Breeze. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. Carlson now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Meanwhile, McCown's pass nearly intercepted as it winds up falling incomplete.
Now set. Ready?
Back to the air on second down. McCown. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. Third down here. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 41. They can't tackle him. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things.
Hey, welcome in, everyone, to another edition of the NFL and Madden.
The Titans offense set to go on 1st and 10.
We got three.
Set. Where are they, team?
A first down throw for Mariota. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Don't want it.
Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Offside defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
2nd and 2 now. The penalty leaves him in pretty good shape.
Blue 18.
He's back to throw. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Titan first down, Mariota to Walker. First down now, but that clock rolling. He'll look to throw. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Let's go.
Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. Here's Mariota. And that's off the mark, incomplete. And the great veteran Eric Berry back to knock that one away. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you describe that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Delaney Walker, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. Responsible for well over 100 yards of total offense, but still hasn't found the end zone. You think that's in the back of his mind going into this drive?
It's always in the back of the mind of a player who's having that type of a day, because you want that gratification for your work, right? You want that stamp on top of everything. But bottom line for him, he's doing great work. Sometimes it just opens it up for other people to actually get into the end zone for him.
The runners, you know, would they rather have 60 yards, 3 touchdowns, or 150 no touchdowns?
I think more than likely 150 and no touchdowns, but all the runners that...
That's caught inside the 20. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
3 down. Ready.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
36. Get him, boys.
And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And this home crowd is in a frenzy as their guys have pulled it out of the end. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it.
And on second down, the offense gets ready to rock.
Watch tight. Tight end right. Tight. Yes. Ready.
Breeze to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there for Chicago. 46 yards.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
And they'll run it here. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Ready.
Again, it's Kamara. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That good for 19 and a first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Try to pound it in, Kamara. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
On the keeper, it's Breeze. Only a yard on the sneak, not what he was hoping for, and it's third down. Breeze, one of the best ever in these situations as he's trying to get his guys set.
Run, and running.
Offside defense.
Hot.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Breeze going to sneak it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Drew Brees with 7 seconds remaining. And his guys have taken the lead here in the fourth.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Carlson now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Ringo.
Set. 120.
One final try now for Wentz. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to
So it's 1st and 10 for the Bears on offense as they get ready to go.
Sit up. 180.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
That's all you got?
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Sit up. 180.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
On 1st down, Trubisky. Throw left side, complete. It's Burton. And he'll go down at the 28. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now Trubisky. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Time for a break. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down, but they are in field goal range already. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. So on comes the kicker, Cody Parkey, in a big spot. This for the lead in the final stages. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up alive. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 30.
Could not have scripted it any better. And many offenses do script their opening possession on offense. They followed that one perfectly. Took the ball right downfield and scored, giving energy not just to the offensive unit, but to their team overall.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Breeze. He's got it. And they will not go quietly as we are back to a 2-score game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Brandon Graham in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Trubisky to throw. Finding Gabriel, complete. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel, 74 yards. And now the Bears are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game.
The touchdown is huge, but the focus now is on the 2-point play. I don't want to say they have a cushion here, but if they don't get it, they still have a chance for onside kick.
Yeah, they would need some big-time help, but you're right. There would be a shot, but the focus right now on that 2-point conversion. Here's Trubisky. That's caught, and he's going to get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion successful. And we've got ourselves a tie football game. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Breeze, one of the best ever in these situations as he's trying to get his guys set. Now Breeze. He's going to fire one deep over the... He's got it! Hit the 15! And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And give him a gain of 37.
There we go, D. That's the way to hit.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see.
Ready. Yellow waiting. Okie.
Back to throw Breeze. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. In for the... score. And his guys are going to take the lead.
And that score, in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this. This is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Carlson now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. Throwing now is Trubisky. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. I'm your host, Jonathan Coachman, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. Straight ahead, we've got what should be an interesting matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Chicago Tigers. With that, we send you up to US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Standing by our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Here come the Tigers as they get set to go on first down.
Watch tight end. Tight right. Ready.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They run it again with Kamara. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one goes. For 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Randy Moss, 64 yards. And his guys are going to take the lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Oh, touchdown. You got jukes. Ready.
Breeze now. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Ebron's got it. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Good for a Colt first down. The former Lion Ebron there bringing it in from Andrew Luck. Time for a break. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, it's Luck. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. Luck. And he can't get a throwaway. He's taken down. The Stork, Hall of Famer Ted Hendricks, in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
Woo! That's what I'm talking about. Sack.
Now Luck. Now a hit, and Luck lost the football. It's out. And this is going to go the other way. The defense has it. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on. And
he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Breeze is looking to throw. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. Touchdown, Chicago. As his guy... are in for 6, and his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Locke.
Crash.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. A good pickup there, a 22. First down now, but that clock rolling. And with the clock ticking under 50 seconds now, he spikes it.
Ricky. Watch Mike. Outside's coming.
On 2nd down, here's Locke.
Pick it up.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key.
Now a hit, and Locke lost the football. It's out. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th.
They can't stop us. They cannot.
Desperation time for Luck on 4th down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were, and so possession will remain with Indy.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up. And what are the whistles for? A timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Ready.
Breeze going to throw here. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. In for the score. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They've got this big lead. They said, forget one, we want two. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this.
It.
Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
So we got man.
Check out. Ready.
Mike's 50.
One last throw here for Luck. Now a desperation into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders.
Hey, let's go.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can buy.
Welcome in, everyone. I'm your host, Jonathan Coachman, and this is Madden Ultimate Team.
Sports Game Day Giveaway. Congratulations to the person sitting in Section 19, Row 33, Seat 6. You won a set of tires valued up to $500. Please bring your ticket to the securities now on the lower level after the game to claim your prize.
And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10.
Watch tight end. 3 down. Hey, check. Ready.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's how we
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. They run. It's Kamara. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Chicago. Adam Thielen, 77 yards. And his guys are going to take the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Ready. Yellow waiting. High 4. 53. Mike. 50. Hey, kill. Here we go. Under. 13. Kill. 21. Hey, turn. Waiting. Like that.
To throw, it's Breeze. Oh, no, he lost the football. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Strong left, strong left, strong left. Here we go now. Blue 45.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And this is incomplete. Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He is going to find Hill here. Past the 20. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And now if the Chiefs hit the PAT, they will take the lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by Lander.
And now the kick is blocked. And all the defense has it. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, so much for going into the lead, and let's give a lot of credit to the special teams unit on the other side there. They picked up their defense in a big way, didn't they?
They absolutely did. Second half, you think, like you said, you're going to get the lead. So mark this play down. This could definitely be one to remember.
Yeah, I don't know if they schemed it or if someone just gave a great effort to go get it. In any event, that's a big-time play.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And they'll go on the ground. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. And now they're in the hurry-up. And on the ground they go with a running back. And now running right through him. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And they'll run it here. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Breeze, one of the best ever in these situations as he's trying to get his guys set. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Under. There we go. 21.
To throw is Breeze. And that is incomplete. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big 1st down.
Carlson able to put this one through. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. And this is a spot where you can learn a lot about a young quarterback.
And that's why they brought him into the organization, because you don't just bring them in strictly for their talents. You think that they have that something special in them that will allow them to function in these types of situations. Now it's time for them to be clinical and not emotional. You know your play sequence. You know what has to get done. Get the ball to the right people, get out of bounds, and get it downfield and try and score.
Yeah, he's trying to earn his stripes here for a winning drive.
Green 39.
Back to throw. And his throw is incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it's second down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's throwing it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Back to throw. Breaks through the contact. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first. They'll look to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Hill. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And at 50 seconds left, he'll spike it to stop the clock. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been tough to stop, 8 for 10 so far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Ready. Green 39.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Ryan Shazier in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Sack lunch, baby. Yum, 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 yum.
He'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge... play at this point in the game. The D brought the house, they called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right.
And this is caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Adam Thielen with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
31, check 31. Ready.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Lets it fly for Thielen. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Ready? We waiting? Mike is Monday. Mike the 59.
Breeze to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. And the great veteran Eric Berry back to knock that one away.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Boys, let's go.
Adam Thielen, a 5-yard touchdown. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Now Breeze will bring his guys to the line to go for 2.
Here we go.
So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Carlson now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Check pass. Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
One final try from Mahomes. He's going to let it into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on.